Okay, here we are, folks. Making sure that the recording looks good. Yeah, there we go. We're good into it. How are y'all doing? Great to, you don't know this, but it's great to be back doing this. I haven't done this for a couple of days. So, we are going to watch some fake baseball action right now. We have game number 3 of the Cheddar Cherubs at the Provolone Prospectors today. And I am going to get my notes, because we haven't worked our way through all of the starters yet. So I'm sure there's going to be some notes to go through. And the day I'm recording this, for breaking the fourth wall, is the day of the Home Run Derby. So this is exciting. I'm going to get some fake baseball action into watching real live dingers. All right, so as I said, Cheddar Cherubs, Provolone Prospectors. We've got Jalen Martinez on the bump for the Cherubs. Steve Diaz on for the Provolone Prospectors and I believe we're going to be at Red Rock Park. So let's go right ahead and watch this fake baseball game. Yeah, we're at Red Rock Park. I'm working on another project for you all. Another stream. This one's going to be a streaming project, though, as I adjust my camera. So it's going to be fun. It should be announced soonish. Yeah, it's coming together. Kind of come together pretty nice.
Welcome to Game 3 of the tournament round of 16.
All right, we have Extreme Speed Demons versus Extreme Power Hitters. That's the Cherubs and Prospectors, respectively. Giles, Hooper, Esquivel, 1, 2, and 3 in the lineup here for the Cherubs. They lead it off. Against Steve Diaz. And that's a base hit to lead off the game. Just like that, that's how we get things going here, folks. Chris Hooper steps in now. And in front of there, Chris Hooper didn't bat at all in the last tournament, so for the new crowd here, new home crowd, and that one's a base hit into left field. I believe the Prospectors used to play at maybe Colonial Plaza, something like that. But now they're at Red Rock Park. It just makes sense. Prospectors going out and prospecting in the Old West. Esquivel steps in now. 167 in the last tournament. Looking locked in right now. 500, 1 homer, 2 RBIs. Chance to pick up probably another RBI. Pretty good speed in the base pass here. And that's right through the wickets. And do they send the runner? Yes, they do. Corker fields it and fires, and the Cherubs get on the board first as Worley Pittman steps up. Worley Pittman. 250 for him in the last iteration of the tournament. So again, 2 on, nobody out, and Diaz getting into a little bit of a jam. The velocity hurler, righty out there. This could be 2. Price to Harding and to Frigate, the 6-4-3 double play. Elliott Lyons steps in now. And let's talk about Diaz here. 4-seamer, cutter, slider, curveball, and changeup. And that's a liner right to Harding, out number 3. Diaz works himself into and out of trouble. And Martinez will take the bump here for the Cherubs against Linda Lumber, leading it off. Linda Lumber looks like a Linda Lumber. I have to give myself credit for designing her that way. Martinez on the bump. Let's get a look at him quick. And that's a base hit down the left field line. Good piece of hitting there. Went the other way with it. Linda Lumber. Here's Nelson Marin. A-rated third baseman. 4-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup for Martinez. More of a junk baller out of this Cherubs rotation. Marin looking a little rusty so far, hitting 200. And that one down. And could be, and it is the 5-4-3 double play this time. Look for Nelson Marin's. There it is. Yeah, Marin hit. Ooh, that is 370 last tournament. Amy Corker hits a base hit into left field. And Corker, 370 for her as well, one of the better hitters. Now, again, the Prospectors and Cherubs, as Frigate steps in, looking for his first hit. Prospectors and Cherubs, small sample size for both these teams because they both only played in the first round of the last tournament. So there's a strike. 2-2 on Frigate with 2 outs, runner on first. Fouls that one away. And fouled away again. And again fouled away. So this is the number 3 starter here for both these teams. And boy, what a bat Frigate is putting together. He can jack it. He's got power, as you can see. And works the walk. Comes in Shimmy Quintana. Quintana is RBI hero with runners on base. See, her stats are beefed. Power number off the charts. Down in the hole though, 0-2. Down on strike she goes. Just 1, 2, 3. Quintana can't come up big. They strand a pair. And yeah, it looks like Martinez kind of worked himself into and out of trouble there as well. Suppose with those numbers or those runners on base. And that one's fouled down the line. Pretty decent amount of foul territory here at Red Rock Park, as that one is fouled away as well. I cannot speak. And I already looked at the wrong camera. Down on strikes he goes. Cocky there from Steve Diaz, but that brings up Wanda Moore. Moore, the first baseman here for the Cherubs. We'll skipper back to Diaz for the second out. Elena Banks. So Elena Banks hitting 1,000 so far. 1 homer, 3 RBIs, looking locked in. And as a number 9 hitter, that's a base hit up the middle. It's a number 9 hitter for this team last time around. She's looking a lot better, I can tell you that. All right, Diaz has pick officer, which is pretty awesome. I love that one. Reminds me of Tippy Martinez, who I've met before. Called pick off artist. He's in this game too. Runner on first, pretty good speed. As Garrett looks at a strike, 2-2, and pops that one down the line. As I mentioned, there's a lot of foul ground, and yeah, Marin's gonna get that. Out number 3. Bottom of the second we go. 6, 7, 8 due up for the home team Prospectors. You can see the sea of yellow here in the desert. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee because I'm old now. Even though I still do this, I'm old now. And I need to stay up to watch the home run derby. Shout out to everyone who commented. That's a high strike, or high ball rather. 3-2, and Everett fouls that one away. And again we reset, putting together a good at-bat. And a little looper down the left field line. It looks like Esquivel is there, out number 1. Thank you so much to everyone. Janet Harding steps up, who commented and left some great kind words on Reddit, on the Reddit thread where I posted the looks of all these teams. And the folks who also came over from Reddit and subscribed to us here on YouTube, appreciate that. 3-0 though, and Janet Hardy. taken all the way, and there's a strike. Good hitters count. Now it's a ball. Harding draws the walk. That's pretty cool. A lot of talented folks up there on the Super Mega Baseball Reddit, and I know the good folks at Metalhead look at that, so it's cool, and they interact a lot there. So it's great to see that in the community. Like that, and everybody gave me lots of really good words of encouragement and really like the design, so I appreciate that. Well, pickoff move. Harding not going. Elena Price back. Well, I guess it's her first at bat. Sorry about that. At the dish. We have two Elenas, I think, don't we? I think so. Yeah, we have Elena. Somebody in. No. I don't know. Can't be your second at bat. Lena Banks. Lena Banks. That's hit over to Johns. Out. Number 2, and Brady Padilla steps in. Padilla. I like how they say Padilla. Number 9 hitter, catcher, and trying to get her leaning. May have been leaning right there. Ooh, big looping curve inside. I suspect she'll go. I'm actually surprised she hasn't. It's a 1-2 count now. And trying again. And the crowd's getting impatient with Martinez. Say, work the batter. 1-2, and down on strikes he goes. Just heard an interesting quote, actually, from about pitching from Greg Maddux. He said something to the effect like, Casey Giles steps in. 1 for 1. Top of the order, actually, due up here. Top of the third. He said something like, once I started pitching to have the batters hit it. Once I started pitching so the batters could hit it, then he became a better pitcher. That's an interesting philosophy because everything is so strikeout driven in today's game. 1-2. Down on strikes it goes. And Giles pretty upset with himself right there. Brings up Hooper, 1 for 1 single so far today. A lot of things happening there. Bunter. See, you know that bunter feat, that came up, that trait came up before. And in a big situation, one of the last games that we watched, I was surprised that it wasn't used. It was like perfect situation too. I think there was only 1 out, bases loaded, something like that. And yeah, just surprised that it wasn't used. All right, 2 outs here. Esquivel up to the dish. Very, very good and hot hitting Esquivel. 571 looks like a strike. Like a. Oh wow, that was a quick at bat. I didn't realize. Must have been 3-1. I didn't realize that. All right, here's Pittman. He's 0 for 1. You know, this Cherubs ball club's kind of a hot hitting club right now. A lot of guys with gals with elevated averages. Only 3 games into it, but nonetheless. Sometimes it takes someone 9, 10 at bats to even feel comfortable. And then from there, you know, you fail 7 out of every 10 times, you still make it to the Hall of Fame. As that is grounded to Price across the diamond, out number 3. And my dog mug, we go to the bottom half of the frame. Actually, look at that. Top of the order due up here for the home team as well. And Linda Lumber, she'll lead it off. She's 1 for 1 with a single. I like my dog mug. Is that 100 on the gun? Is that what I saw? That could have been it. Not a big velocity guy like that. Ooh, right down to more. She chugs over the first out. Man, Nelson Marin. Talk about a rough go of it. It's an A-rated player. Can't catch a break here. Johns. That is another out. Corker singled through the left side her first time up. 55th pitch right there from Jalen Martinez here in the bottom of the third. That's a strike high. And grounded through the right side this time, using all areas of the field. That brings up Brass Frigate. Such an interesting and fun name. All right, so Jenkins gets put in relief of Martinez. Mentioned his pitch count was getting kind of up there for a 7-inning game, but interesting. So Jenkins on the bump and has a base hit. Actually, that's going to get down into the right field corner. Hooper plays it well off the wall, floats it in, and now there are runners at the corners for Quintana. She's 0 for 1. RBI hero activated, though. All right. And that one's fouled down the line. Four-seamer cutter, curveball, screwball here for Jenkins. And I am curious. That one's fouled away. Down on strikes. And they leave. The runners on the corners. Top of the fourth we go. I think Jenkins, as I'm looking here, is one of those bonus pitchers I think that every team got. Elliot Lyons steps in. Facing a Steve Diaz, who's approaching the 50 pitch mark. Looking all right out there. Just a couple of mistakes in the first inning. And there's another walk, though. All right, Arthur John steps in. And 188 last time around. This could be a 3 and a 6 and a 3, and that's double play. One or more steps in there. On to more, 235 less. Hits that one hard. And is that carrying? And it is. It's gone. Wanda Moore. A 430-foot jack. First homer, second RBI of the tournament. And that gives Cheddar Cherubs the 2-0 lead. Solo blast. You don't see too many balls out in that section of the bleachers. It's kind of a tank out there. Was it 399 right there in the alley? This ballpark is kind of odd dimensions. I like that about Red Rock Park. All right, runner on first, 2 outs. Blake Garrett up. He's 0 for 1. Actually, he's 0 for a lifetime here. That one's fouled down the line. Let me actually look here. No, Garrett was a good hitter for them in the last tournament. That one's foul. Again down the line, 0-2. There's gonna be a player when I look at the stat sheet, which, by the way, I have stat sheets for this. This is a ridiculous concept. But there's gonna be a player that when I look at the stat sheet, they're gonna have no hits here, and they will have had no hits in the last tournament. And that is just gonna be a sad moment, because they might not get the chance to advance. You never know. Hot shot to Johns, out number 1. There's TD Everett. Brings up Harding. All right, so Jenkins back out there on the mound. And that one's fouled away. 0-2. And down on strike she goes. I think he actually said something. That like little, whatever that was. Laughing and taunting. Ball high to Price. And soft roller over to Banks, cross the dime. She got a good arm. Out. Number 3, cruising along here, folks. Casey Giles, again, top of the order up.
Designated hitter, number 7.
1 for 2 with a single. Top of the order up again here for the Cheddar Cherubs. Just kind of been jumping on this pitching. Over to Frigate out number 1. Though, you know, Diaz has 57 pitches now, I think, as Hooper steps in. He's 1 for 2. Yeah, 57 pitches. So, I mean, they're jumping on him. He's throwing a lot of pitches as that one is hit high and far and is carrying. Is that going to go? Yes. Another home run. Another solo shot, too. 421-foot jack this time. Hooper, his first homer. First RBI of the tourney. So 3-0. The Cherubs take the lead. How am I actually chasing? I'm surprised they're not taking Diaz out. Interesting. All right, so Diaz stays in. Esquivel at the dish. And that one is hit hard. She missed a foul pole homer by probably a good 2 feet. Very close. And now the full count. And soft contact foul. And walked her. All right, so that brings up Worley Pittman, who's 0 for 2. And that walk chases Steve Diaz from the game. So Cohen Idle steps in. All right. Good speed on the bases. Look at that speed. Idle 100 miles an hour on the gun. Just a fastballer. Gets him. The 91 mile an hour slider. That brings up Lions 0 for 1 with a walk. And that's a changeup at 84. Jeez, what a speed difference. Idle, his last outings for the Prospectors. If you want to know. That one's popped up. And is final out. Diaz there, put it away. Get another run, though. Another solo shot. 3-0. The Cherubs lead it. Idle, just to close the book on Idle here, appeared in 5 of the 7 games for the Prospectors last time around. Had 12 strikeouts. Batters hit .366 against him, though. A 7 ERA. So I'm hoping that he'll be a different pitcher this time around. As Padilla is up to the plate, looks at a ball high. 3-2. That one's hit hard. It's carrying and is gone. Off the batter's eye, dead center field. Brady Padilla puts the Prospectors on the board. 438-foot jack. First homer, second RBI of the tournament. Is that? They're not getting shut out, that's for sure. Brings up Linda Lumber, 1 for 2, top of the order as well. And Jenkins will be showing some wear and tear out there. Batters are jumping right on top of him. Brings up Marin, who's 0 for 2. They're going to pull him? Nah, they're not going to pull Jenkins. All right, so, interesting. Pretty good speed on the base paths. And Marin's struggling. This is evidenced by that swing and miss right there. 0-2. And even more evidenced by that pop out. All right, so that's your first out. Emmy Corker steps in. 2 for 2, 2 singles today. Easy jumps activated. I'm actually surprised. Pretty good speed. I'm surprised. Pretty good arm behind the plate. Well, it's interesting. Very good arm, but noodle arm is active behind the plate. 1-2 on Corker. And just fouled down the line. See, Corker fouls that one away. Check on the runner. Nothing doing. Another foul ball. Now the runner goes. Easy stolen bag. 2 and 2 is the count. Takes away the double play. And it doesn't matter. Sneaks through the left side. So at the corners. And that brings up Brass Frigate. 1-for-1 single and a walk for Frigate. All right, Pooch Jennings comes in. I was just looking at Pooch Jennings' stats as well. I love the way Pooch Jennings looks. Might be one of my favorite players ever. Jennings, pretty good hurler for them out of the pen. The lefty. A 1 ERA last time for them. 98 in the gun. 2 and 2. Runners at the corners, 1 out. And that is a base hit up the middle. Pittman cuts it off. Runner going to third. And there it is. So, Prospectors get another run in. Now it's 3-2, and Quintana up to the plate. This is a ball game now, folks. And that one's fouled away. Runners at the corners. Double play still in effect. It's kind of what Jennings is hoping for. I realize he had Wild Thing activated. Down on strikes, 97 mph. Up and in. It's hard to deal with that. Chris Everett is 0 for 2. I do appreciate some Pooch Jennings. Seriously, what a baseball name, Pooch Jennings. Just realized the mismatch of the sleeves and the socks. I typically try to keep those same color. I don't know what happened that time. Grounder. The Lions out, number 3. So, the Prospectors get on the board 3-2. Still trailing, but top of the 6th. Arthur John steps in. See if the Prospectors can hold him down as Idle's back on the plate, or back up at the bump. And that's a base hit right away for Johns. And that's how the top of the 6 starts. Wanda Moore up 1 for 2. Homer last time up. Big Wanda Moore homer. Boy, that was a flat, as flat can be, changeup. And they're going to hold the runners. Good call to good arm in left field. Quintana out there. Perhaps I'll forget. All right. The heck is playing left field for them? Is that Quintana? No. I forget. Anyway, that's a base hit up the middle. So, a little base-to-base baseball here. And Blake Garrett steps in. He's 0 for 2. No hits in this whole entire tournament yet. You know, these guys and gals are getting a lot more strokes than last time. Looking at their at-bats. Bases loaded too, folks. Nobody's out. Popped up. Infield fly called. That was the first out. Casey Giles steps in. And look at the number of at-bats. And that's a base hit up the middle. 1 run comes in. They're sending the other. And 2-run double. Well, let's actually call that a single, and he advanced on the throw. So, 2 runs score. And now we got runners on 2nd and 3rd. And now a 3rd run scores. Possibly a 4th. It is going to be a 4th run. That's a 2 RBI single. And boy, the Cheddar Cherubs got those 2 runs back and then some. Kaylee Esquivel steps in. And there is a strike. And 1-1 on Esquivel. Only 1 out, folks. Oh boy, oh boy. just bat around, did they? I don't think so. A lot happened in this inning, and Escobar goes down on strikes.
How about the center fielder?
Whirly Pittman. Whirly. Whirly Pittman. I'm looking at who the prospectors have in their bullpen. Turn on that one. I'm excited to see some dingers tonight in the home run derby. And that is at number 3. Boy, oh boy, 4-run top of the 6th for the Cherubs. They now lead at 7-2. So that brings up Janet Harding for the Prospectors. 0-for-1 with a walk. Jennings, Pooch still out there on the bump. And that's a base hit. So that's how every inning has kind of started with this matchup here. It's pretty actually evenly matched. So what am I talking about? Evenly matched? Not, I guess maybe not really. I have to go back and look at the scores. I say that, but I know that the Prospectors are 3-0. Or 2-0 rather. It would be 3-0 if they pull us up. The Cheddar Cherubs too. I don't know what I'm talking about. That one is fouled away. I was looking at the Prospectors roster. I'm trying to figure out who else. That's a rocket up the middle. Jesus. It's one of those where you hear the ball. It's like the ball's hit so hard at you. You can hear it whistle. You can hear the. You can hear it all whistle at you. Edgar Hart. Okay. Okay. Edgar Hart. I'm looking at the wrong lineup. Edgar Hart. Edgar Hart. That's a base hit. Look at this. No outs. Bases loaded. It's like call and response. It's like they're writing a symphony. They're writing poetry. It's a beautiful game, even when it's simulated and fake. Still a beautiful game. Top of the order, Linda Lumber up now. And, all right, not as good speed on the base pass as was for the Cherubs. And they get one. Run comes home, though. All right. Run gets in. And he's 1 out now with runners at the corners. And Nelson Marin steps in. He is struggling. So, popped up. I don't know where everyone is going. Why would you go halfway? And that brings up Emmy Corker with 2 outs, runners at the corners. She's 3 for 3 for 3 singles. Come on, make it a 4 for 4 day. And she's going yard work on that. Or extra base hit at least. Actually, extra base hit might score both those runs. Count goes to 1 and 2. 2 and 2 now on Corker. And Hart. There's purple hair. And she draws the walk. Brings up Grass Frigate. 2 for 2 himself. And he's a pretty good contact and power hitter. A slow roller here. Lions, bare hands and fires. They leave the bases loaded. And boy, oh boy, that may have been their spot to make something happen.
Number 26, Elliott Lyons.
But it doesn't happen. And that's how the cookie crumbles for them. All right, Dave McIntosh coming in. I was looking at their bullpen. That's what I've been doing in between action. Looking at McIntosh. I'm looking at we have a Bunt Benson out there, I believe. Ross Diamond out. Number 1. Johns steps in 1 for 3. This is a kind of a hit fest for the Cheddar Cherubs. And a win here will put them up 3-0 in the series. And who the heck is going to come in if they get in trouble for the Cherubs? And this crowd's getting impatient. Boy, John's swinging it. I don't know what. Swinging strikeout to get him out first, and that brings up one to more. 2 for 3, homer and a single.
That's a strike and a half, my friend. No.
And McIntosh just working away out there. Kind of a very even pitcher. All the stats are pretty even. And just gets by Frigate somehow. I don't know what happened there. He didn't even try. And drawing some jeers from the crowd. Brass Frigate for not bending down and catching that one. Brings up Elena Banks, 3 for 3. And 0-2. And over to Price, and that is the final out of the inning. All right, so the Prospectors, this will be their last licks. Can they get something going? 5, 6, and 7 due up for them. Quintana is looking pretty aggressive. All right, so Francis Blankenship now goes to second in defensive help. For the Cherubs, as Quintana looks at a strike and there swings through a strike. And that's a base hit up the middle. Again, every inning seems to have started with a base hit up the middle. TD Everett steps up now. Boy, oh boy, his stats are off the charts. Look at that. I don't know why he's so buffed. Oh, clutch. Maybe because there's somebody on base, that's why. And he gets a base hit through the left side. So, man, this is how it started. Janet Harding steps in. 1 for 2. Single and a walk. I'm wondering if a Jolene Drummond is going to come in here for the Cherubs. That's a strike. 1 and 2 on Harding. And ball outside. 3 and 2. Down on strikes she goes. As Price steps up. Don't like that all hours of the day as I punch my microphone. I told you Jolene Drummond's coming in. Don't like that at all hours of the day people can email me. That is high and far. Is that going to carry? No. Just at the lip of the warning track. And that gets the runner to third. Give it a ride. That brings up Padilla. He has a home run. He has a home run, but there are 2 outs now. A home run will just bring them within 1. Oh my god, just steal. On first base, just steal. Jesus. Look at the stats. And that'll do it, folks. Over to Banks, out number 3. And the Cheddar Cherubs get the win. And with that win, they lead this series 3-0. 7-13-0 to 3-13-0. Prospectors. Let's take a look at who did the offense. Everybody, really, just top. Actually, everybody but the middle of the lineup for the Cherubs had hits. That's crazy. A lot of 3 for 4s, 2 for 4s, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and top of the order, doing it pretty much, with the exception of Marin, who's struggling. Top of the order, doing it for the Prospectors. 3 strikeouts and 6 walks for them. Wow, what an even game. Very, very even game. So Martinez gets the no decision. Jenkins will pick up the win. Drummond with the save. And then Diaz does take the loss. Top 3 players, Hooper, Moore, and Giles. Or Giles, however you say his name. So, like I said, with that win, the Cheddar Cherubs lead the series 3-0. And that is pretty darn interesting. The first series to go 3-0. I want to take a look at the detailed bracket for a moment, because it was kind of a blowout last game, 6-0, but it was 4-2. You know, I don't know. I do feel like the Cherubs are just kind of, I don't know. It's the number 3 seed and the number 14 seed. So what can you say? They kind of are rolling through them a little bit. But nonetheless, that's it for me right now, folks. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, of course, give it a thumbs up, subscribe here, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And we'll be back next time for some more fake baseball action here on Geek Cheese on YouTube. Thanks again. See you later.